I was raised in a very religious family. Unfortunately, there are people in my family that are bigoted. There are people in my family that are, there's people in my family that are like, but I still love my family.
Oh, she apologized.
I'm really sorry. Like, I've heard what a lot of people are saying. And
What for?
I am sorry for the hurt that I've caused people. If you don't want this,
She said, I don't cut people off who hold these beliefs. That doesn't mean that I hold their beliefs too. It just means I care about these people or I want to help them. Potentially reverse the thing that makes you upset. How is that hurting anybody, bro? I don't understand.
I did tell her, I was like, cutie, I think it's your tone,
So?
you're blunt. You're also the white.
She's not responsible. What you say?
You're also the whitest woman I know.
Okay. Okay, now we're gonna make a whole piece on you. You know what I'm saying? Just because of what you said. I'm sorry for being too white. Video by Abba and Preach, man. Now I know Abba and Preach, they're going up against Asmongold. Neither of these guys are white. So I'm gonna assume that this quote in the title was said by Asmongold, or might have been said by one of them, because like even though they're not white, they're black men. People might say the way that they talk or act as white, but I don't know. So that's why we're gonna watch the video. I'm gonna let them take it away.
There was a recent thing that unfolded on the Twitch platform involving Asmongold, who's right now probably one of the biggest streamers in the world, Vanilla Mace, and QTCinderella.
I'm not going to change though. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I will never believe that if I'm kind to a hateful person, that means I agree with them. I will never believe that. No matter what you guys say, I won't believe it, because at the end of the day, if I'm around a racist person, I'm just not. They are, yes, but how am I supposed to help them ever? By cutting them off? No. Like, I get it. You guys can think in black and white, but that's not how it works over here. The thing is, it's like I was raised in a very religious family. Unfortunately, there are people in my family that are bigoted. There are people in my family that are, there's people in my family that are like, but I still love my family, right? And I still know that there are that members of my family have good qualities.
All right, so did you follow that? She's talking about a family member.
Okay.
I think so.
And
My
like,
boy's
you
got
have
a green
views
screen.
that are
Rossi's.
or transphobe, whatever it
Yeah.
could be. And she's like, I'm gonna stick by them, even if I disagree vehemently with their opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
My stepbrother is trans.
So far, I see no problems. It's all what you want to do at the end of the day. Just because she's being nice doesn't mean she agrees with him. Just because she cuts them off doesn't mean she doesn't agree with him. You can see how that could be the case. You could just choose to disassociate with someone because it looks like the good thing to do, but you still hold their same beliefs, but you closet it, so it's not to arouse suspicion. See how neither action is the same? It's all about the intention behind it, my nigga. So yeah, indeed.
And my dad refuses to use the correct pronouns, and it drives me crazy, and it drives my stepbrother crazy, of course. But I've had to say to my dad, you know, it's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt you to say the correct pronouns, but it does hurt him when you say the wrong ones.
Right.
You know what the difference is I'm able to have this conversation with my dad because I'm open-minded and we love each other. My stepbrother just says fuck off and won't talk to my dad. So there's no progress being made. Sorry for the
I feel like it's a,
feel.
no, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. It's like, again, it's like one of those things where it's like, dang, like it is like a hard thing. Cause again, like there's definitely people in my family as well that like are like pretty Trumpy and like,
Pretty Trumpy. But this clip goes viral. QT actually asked her to delete the stream because, you know, a lot of people knew how the clips would look. So they were like trying to do damage control. But internet, bitch, it lives forever.
Yeah.
Anyways, she apologizes afterwards
No matter what you say on the internet, you're gonna have someone that has something bad to say.
because it goes viral.
Wait, hold on. She apologized for what?
You're about to find out.
Oh, she apologized.
I'm really sorry. Like, I've heard what a lot of people are saying. And
What for?
I am sorry for the hurt that I've caused people. If you don't want this apology, then it's not for you. And clearly you're not hurt, but I'm apologizing to people that I've hurt, and that's important to me.
Yeah.
So if you're a part of the queer community and I've hurt you, I am sorry.
How did she hurt y'all? How did she hurt anybody, bro? She said, I don't cut people off who hold these beliefs. That doesn't mean that I hold their beliefs too. It just means I care about these people or I want to help them. Potentially reverse the thing that makes you upset. How is that hurting anybody, bro? I don't understand. But you know, the internet, people, they make their own assumptions. This is just human nature in general. I'm getting into human nature. We hardly see reality for what it is. Our experiences, our biases, and our traumas, all that, it influences how we see the world. So you can't see things objectively. So if something makes you feel a certain way, you're likely to just follow that feeling and therefore think that is the truth because you're feeling it, even though it might not be. And that is hard to, you know what I'm saying, cancel out. It is very hard. This is why I don't fault people for doing that. I do that shit all the time. I would like to not to, though. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. I don't think she hurt anybody, bro.
If you are a person of color who I've hurt, I am sorry. The way I was wording things was very like irresponsible and wrong. I understand why it was hurtful. I've read the comments, believe it or not.
No cap.
I'm old.
You're old?
I'm old. Who's
So
that?
this is one of her best friends.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
I did tell her, I was like, Cutie, I do think your tone doesn't help because you inherently sound really angry all the time. You sound really, and she knows. I was like, you're very blunt. I think it's your tone,
So?
you're blunt, and it just comes off poorly, especially, you know, and I was like, you're also the white.
She's not responsible. What you ready to say? What you ready to say? Hold on, let's get it. No, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say first, right? She's not responsible for people's reactions or how they feel as to what she says. If it sounds good to you, say it. Unless it's just like actual, you know what I'm saying, bigotry, racism, phobia, you know what I'm saying, homophobia, transphobia. If it hurts people, maybe not say it. But if you don't think it will hurt people, if it's just a comment that is up to interpretation, go ahead, let that joint sing. But yeah, what were you about to say, Valkyrie?
Comes off poorly.
She's just too what?
Especially, you know, and I was like, you're also the whitest woman I know.
Okay, now we're gonna make a whole piece on you. You know what I'm saying? Just because of what you said. The whitest person you know, what does that mean? Let's open that can of worms. It looks like we're gonna open that right now. Because you look pretty Caucasian too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, another white person saying you the whitest person I know. Imagine the nigga saying, bro, you're the blackest person that I know. Like, what does that even mean?
Bitch, you're transparent.
It also,
Wow, I'm sorry.
To be fair, the screen is making it worse. If you see her
blasted.
here, she looks more Filipino.
Yeah. More
My bad.
and it also
more
is
color
just,
shining through
you
on
know,
that photo.
You being so white, it doesn't help. It doesn't help.
Her being so white is a mistake. She should fix that.
Her heart, but I know her. I know her heart. It's just because she wants to help, but I feel like there's ways we can do it better.
So
For
What
sure.
are you saying, my girl? You're saying that she said something f***ed up and you're going to stand by her and explain to her what she did, which is exactly what the fuck the other chick did. Am I getting this wrong?
You're doing great.
Yeah. I didn't think about that.
She's not a fake ally. Do not say that.
Because you allied with an ally of a bad person, you're now a bad person. You're in the same spot as her now. You know what I'm saying? You see how it just continues, bro? Like, when is it gonna be enough?
Do not say that. Her co-host is gay. Hello? She has gay friends.
Yes, she
Okay?
has
I
black
think
friends
that-
too. That's never been an excuse. But what did she do? Nobody here explained it. You see all these fuckers? You see all these? You don't see them. You just see him. But all these fuckers are here, including him. Nobody's explaining me.
I think
What the f did she do?
Is there more to the clip that I just didn't see? Because I'm just as confused as Preach.
I think this is even funnier because you guys can't see this, but it's just me and Preach in the room. And this is like a really weird monologue he's having.
It's crazy. All these laughs and I'm still talking alone. Yeah, whatever.
That's all part of the sound effect. Why are
Yeah,
you pretending?
They really green screened themselves back into their old room. That's crazy. Why not just go into the room? Maybe they in the studio. Hey, they leveling up the production.
How are you pretending like we don't have the soundboard where I press buttons and get it laugh track?
Okay, cool, sure.
Okay, what are you gonna pretend like everything is the same as it was before?
Yeah.
Is the floor here too?
100%. They hear it.
Yeah, it's them walking right now.
No, it's me. And you bouncing. You're bouncing.
Okay.
So,
All right, comment. I like that clip. She's not fake. She's just white. Let's get Asmund Gold. I'm not a big fan of this rat, but he had to take on this, and I think it's part of the conversation.
Rat, you said?
Part of the reason why she's receiving backlash is because she's being so white.
Context. One of the most popular and most progressive streamers is getting cancelled for saying this.
In my family that are, there are people in my family that are, but I still love my family. And what's most important to get people to love other people is to love them.
She right.
But my father is at times. I don't support that. Period. The end. But I still love my dad, and I'll go to coffee with him tomorrow. But I don't support that.
She's getting canceled for being normal.
You're also the whitest woman I know. You know, you being so white. It doesn't help.
The fact is that a lot of the people that are hating on Cutie do genuinely hate white people. I hate when white people say the dumbest shit then try to act innocent.
Okay.
You know what, my girl? The QTCinderella, you know what you should do? You should call my man, Stevie J. He will, Stevie J, Stevie Ninth, whatever, this guy, the cowboy, all right? Cowboy prince on a horse. He's going to come and save you. She's white.
Well, I understand why she cares. She's around people who are from these communities who are probably hurt by the stuff that she said. So her saying I could care less probably is not a good idea. I think it's okay to her say I disagree, but if you have people from these communities and they are bothered by what you say, you should care. Doesn't mean you should agree with them. Doesn't mean you should bow.
What did she say she couldn't care less about?
Down or whatever.
I didn't see that part.
But
You could see in the clips. You know who I am. You know what I stand for. If you're someone who's been watching me, then you already fucking know. If you're a first-time fucking chatter and you're just joining off of clips that you've seen on TikTok and you don't know shit about me or that you're going to make. But people who know me and know my character and know what I stand for, know how I'm going to go about this.
This is what happens. They will throw you under the bus.
Whoa.
I am telling you right now that I did not agree with that, okay?
Dang. Agree with what? Bro, I need to hear what she fully said. Like, bro, you was on the podcast with her talking about, yeah, right. You agreeing with her. You ain't put up from what I've seen, you didn't put up no pushback at all. You just like, oh, yeah. And then you get behind her back and start going crazy. Talking about, I did not agree. You just defending yourself. But hey, if you come after her and say she didn't mean it with no ill will. But then again, what didn't you agree with? Because if she did say that, it's probably because she meant it with ill will. In your mind or someone else's mind or the mind that you think the audience would like for you to hold, right? But what did she say?
I'm telling you right now that I did not agree with that.
She literally was so nice to us. I'm so confused. And now she's agreeing with people and that she's uncomfortable with what Cutie's saying.
Yep,
what is...
Yeah, bro. She switched up on you real quick because she don't give a fuck about you. She only went to your event, man, because you're popular. Let me tell y'all something. This is for anybody like Ray or QTCinderella, any of these people. This audience of weird, mentally ill losers are not the only people on the internet. You might think that there's a lot of them because they're all liking each other's stuff and they're very coordinated, but there's actually a very small amount of them. You don't have to live in according to what the most uncharitable take is towards what you believe. Stop living in the shadow and stop being a slave to these freaks.
What do these people do? I feel so old. So what is that do they do on the internet?
So thoughts?
You look like you took a shower.
I don't know about that, Chief.
I still don't understand what the fuck she did wrong.
Well, they think it's bad that she's keeping her in her life because it's like family. Imagine your stepbrother's feeling that you're still spending all this time with this person who's constantly belittling his existence.
And it's okay.
What is okay?
To keep that person in her life.
Speak on that, because you understand now. Finally.
No, I don't understand.
You've waited all fucking night, bro.
No,
you finally caught up on this nerd streamer shit?
That's one of the only chances, one of the few chances that person that is belittling her stepbrother has to change their mind. Is if that person is speaking to them calmly.
Yeah.
Or trying to let me spoon feed you that shit so that you can understand. You know what I mean?
Like, we say we want people to understand us, but we don't explain why they should. We don't even want to talk to them. We want to cut people off. It doesn't work. Like, you feel me? You can't want one without doing the other. That's just not how it works. Now, if you just want to cut off all them people or have them all disappear, okay, you know what I'm saying? How would you accomplish that? I don't know, but yeah, this is not very productive. But then again, out of sight, out of mind. Protect your peace. Do whatever you want to do. I don't fault either side. Either side is valid in my book. Do your thing.
Casting people away sometimes they don't understand. They just think that, well, you're right. That's how you radicalize people. But if you spoon feed, you understand the person. You're like, hey, I understand where you're coming from, but let me show it another perspective. And you talk it down to some people. You don't always have to yell at people to make your point and yell at them and then call them names and stuff. Sometimes it's just like, hey, remember that shit you did? Yeah. It's not whenever you raise kids. Yeah, but he's a grown ass man. Yeah, but for that topic, he's a kid. He's new to the concept. You understand? Sometimes, yes, you can yell at a kid, but always yell at a kid is not the right way to make them understand things or make them grow. Sometimes you sit them down. Hey, you see that dumb shit you did? Yeah. I told you not to do it.
Don't do it again.
You got burned?
Yeah, but what about her tone? Because like her tone, she just seemed like she's just like, I'm gonna stick with this person. Like it is what it is. Like I don't care. I'm gonna keep being nice. Like I guess the issue is that I feel like it was insensitive and not consider the fact that people really are dealing with these people that may even be in her life, maybe impacting their lives. And it's just, she's just like, well, I'm going to stick with them. Like, I'm going to keep being nice. It's like, it's very dismissive to people who might be suffering.
That's just how niggas, you know what I'm saying? That's how they interpreted it. You know what I'm saying? The tone, I might need to replay the clip. I don't really remember the tone. But if she sounded blunt, because I'm a blunt person too, bro. Like, take it how you want it, my nigga. I don't really care how you feel, you feel me? I might feel sorry after, but in the moment, I don't care. It's just how I talk, right? But yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Overly trying to pander to people, it gets exhausting, bro. Like, you feel me? But then again, that one little clip, it wouldn't have killed her to, I guess, talk a little bit nicer, but she shouldn't really have to protect other people's feelings. But it would have been nice, right? It would have been nice.
Marginalized.
What we just say?
Be suffering and who are marginalized.
Preach don't understand. He don't agree.
Yeah, see, I got you speechless because I did my thing.
The point is that if you keep them around and you're not talking about anything, you're just like letting them be. No,
that's bad.
She's actually having the conversation with them. Like,
yeah,
hey,
she literally said that.
She's clocking them. Who else is gonna do that? So, what do you want? You want us to not ever have interaction with those people that don't think like you? Never. So you don't have interactions with them. They cut them off. How are they supposed to evolve? That seed that you planted grew, and I was able to. I
will say though, at what point does it become time to cut them off? Cutting them off right away, especially if you care about them, obviously no one wants to do that. So you're gonna try to change their mind or educate them, right? But you can't. I really can't talk. But you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You can't paint on already painted canvas. If people already got their beliefs and they not trying to hear what you trying to say, at what point is it cool to just say, all right, peace? Especially if they're one of your loved ones. But then again, it all is dictated by how you see blood. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not you see those bonds is the most important thing due to the blood relationship that y'all got, or whether you don't see that at all. So you like, man, fuck y'all, and you just gone, which is cool too. It's all down to perspective, which is, you know what I'm saying, crazy what everything is. Everything is perspective. So we shouldn't be able to tell a person about what they should do unless they're doing something heinous, like a crime or something predatory or something inflicting harm on other people. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. That's okay to say, because you shouldn't do that. Why are you hurting other people? But if what you're doing doesn't hurt anyone else, you know what I'm saying? Like, do your thing. I can't tell you how to live your life, just like you can't tell me how to live mine. You feel me? Because if somebody told you to do something, if they reprimanded you and criticized you to say you should do your life, you should live your life like this, you would get mad. You was like, that's not right. You can't tell me how to live. But you on the internet doing that to another person, like that, just, you got to be fair. You got to be consistent.
To change. How? If nobody talks to them, they're gonna stay in the echo chamber, and you're gonna stay in your echo chamber, and everybody sees to the so segregation. You're woke, but you want segregation, not by color, of course, but
I ain't think about it like that, but yeah, that's crazy.
Segregation by way of thinking. Is that what's going on? Just yell at them and mess them up. That's what we want. Yeah. Talking with people, talking it out with people, having conversations, sitting down people. That's how you're able to change. You had that guy that you spoke about.
It's kind of like what Abba and Preach doing right now. They got two opposite opinions, but they still in the same room talking to each other, because that's what people do. You talk to the people you care about. They got a whole channel together, 2 mil subs. We lit. If they cut each other off because of one disagreement, which they probably have had disagreements countless times by now, there would be no Abba and Preach. This wouldn't be a thing, right? So that's just not good, bro. It just ain't good. You could live with people who don't agree with everything that you know what I'm saying, believe in, because no one agrees with what anyone has to say 100%. So in that case, are you just going to cut everybody off? Like, that's just not healthy. It's not productive. We're social animals. By nature, we need other people to survive.
I think it was like 2 streams ago that was talking to all those KKK members and was able to turn them and just give me your robe. He was able to talk to them.
Davis is one of the few African Americans you will ever find attending a KKK rally. More than attending, he is welcome.
I got more respect for that black man than I do you white out there. I will follow that man to hell and back because I believe in what he stands for and he believes in what I stand for.
Wow.
A lot of times we don't agree with
that's
everything,
fire.
at least he respects me to sit down and listen to me.
A black man was able to talk with people from the KKK and be able to, hey, you know what? If you change your mind, give me your robe. Up to 200 robes or something like that he has in his closets right next to Myron.
W, that's one thing they can agree on. That's one thing, bro. You can disagree with somebody, but then you say something else and y'all like, my nigga. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's that easy. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to agree with everybody, bro, to respect and love people. W, that's a W. That's a W right there.
Yeah, okay. No, you still speak to them. You said love. How could you love a racist? It's your dad. Yeah. Anyways, whatever. Maybe I'm fucking crazy.
You're not crazy. I think that if someone didn't want to keep someone like that in their life, they're justified. Right? Like, you don't have to keep family members or people close to you because they have bigoted views. That's a very reasonable take to have, in my opinion. And I think it's also reasonable to be the other way.
Yeah.
Both things can coexist.
Exactly.
I think it's interesting that people are like, white people, I can't believe, like,
First of all,
I know
so
damn
white.
well your immigrant parents got bigoted views. Like, all of our parents did. If yours don't, you're a f***ing liar. Okay?
Real shit.
They all have something either against the specific genders, ethnicities. I mean, most of us can probably go to our parents, name one ethnicity, and your parents are going to go off. 95% of them, they're going to go off if it's Indians. We all know that, right? So,
golly.
that's just normalized nowadays.
It's just crazy that they the most hated, bro. That's tough. That's tough.
Honest. And I think that's also true for a specific set of culture or people from a specific tribe or religion. Shit, if you're a Muslim and you bring up Shiites, I know plenty of Muslim parents, well, poof, I name, and they're going to start spitting. My mom, love you, Mom, if you're watching.
First time you met me, hey.
Yeah.
She thought I was moving.
Yeah.
Now, people are going to make the argument, hey, well, it's different. You know, white people systems are like, But on a micro scale, I think using that to people and expecting them or being upset at them because they didn't abandon their parents is a bit ridiculous, in my opinion. Personally, I think this is a terminally online thing. That's why you see most of these responses on Twitter and all these goofy ass places. Like, it's not a reasonable thing to think that people are going to look at people from previous generations who didn't grow up on the internet like we did and be like, bitch, you're yes, everyone in my generation is. To be honest with you, like,
everyone is.
I've heard some things from immigrant parents that are like,
or everyone has been at a certain point.
Oh, 100%.
Not using the right pronouns, you think that's bad?
Oh, wow.
Not using the right, just check your favorite streamer. Go talk to their parents. I promise you, it probably goes much harder than that shit. I think it's like white folks, when these discussions come up, they're giving like the least amount of rope to themselves with.
But they got the biggest neck, so they need more rope.
Fair. I don't know what that means, but it's provocative.
Let's get some people going.
But yeah, me watching this whole interaction and just seeing the reaction, seeing the girl being like, I was so uncomfortable. Like, even though in the clip she looks very comfortable and she's just yapping along with her.
Exactly.
I am not in the headspace to just deal with what I already knew was going to come from that. I am.
See, like, come on, man. W cop out, man. W cop out. Let's get some applause real quick. And no accountability 101. She could teach a masterclass in that hoe, just with that one statement. Great job.
Like, I am telling you right now that I did not agree with that, okay? Did not agree with the things, most of the things that were said.
As soon as this backlash comes up, bitch, I don't know who you. It's like, okay.
That's crazy.
That's a wild thing
Wild.
You was in on the heist, and then afterwards, what is that joke by Dave Chappelle? You just didn't like your cut?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think there's a lot of people that are slaves to their audiences. And if they get negative response from their audiences, they immediately react viscerally. And my girl's asking me this the other day because I was getting like a flood of DMs from Fresh and Fit fans being like, nigga, you gay. I know you gay. And I was like, word, how am I gay? He's like, I saw you dancing with a girl. I was like, word.
What? Okay.
Yes, I'll pull it up on screen. It was crazy. But it doesn't bother me. I get floods of hate all the time.
Of course.
And the reason why it doesn't bother me is the same reason why I don't build my self-esteem on positive stuff online. And this is, I think, the best way for anyone who's trying to do social media. This is my opinion about the best way to do it.
Okay.
You don't let positive comments affect you. And if you don't let positive comments affect you,
you don't let negative ones either, nigga. Stay neutral.
Negative comments can't affect you. The moment you take in the positive reinforcement from strangers online and let yourself be defined by that, the negative stuff is also part of the equation.
Exactly.
And naturally, as human beings, we're always going to gravitate towards.
It's really crazy that I'm watching this video right when I'm watching it, because I came to this realization today. You can't let the positives affect you, because when that positivity wears off, you're going to come down and you're going to be mad, bro. It's like a dopamine hit. When that dopamine come down, where there's good, there must be bad, right? So you got to stay neutral. Recognize that there is a, you know what I'm saying? Everything happens. Bad stuff happens. Good stuff happens, right? It's all experience at the end of the day, though. One is not inherently better than the other. You got to see it as just neutral. Okay? High, low. One's not good, one's not bad. It's all experience. You got to see it the same way. You got to define yourself. You got to already know who you is. Nothing external can define you, or should define you. Indeed.
Negative feedback. It's natural. You can receive 10 compliments, receive one bad one, and shit.
That joint hit.
Especially when you found your sore spot, bitch, I'm fat, and it's over. And it's not to say when you guys said nice things, I'm not like grateful, because I am grateful. You guys have changed my life, and I'll always be grateful. But gratefulness is completely different than basing your self-esteem.
Exactly.
How
Dependency.
you feel about yourself on people. How many times I've made content and it pissed off my fans? I didn't care. Not because I want them to be pissed off, because I said what I believed in. You're here, you're not, that's your choice. These folks don't operate that way. They are very much, I think the term is audience capture. Mm-hmm. They're possessed by their idea of what the audience wants. Because you could have a minimal amount of people leaving comments. And if they're loud or they're present enough, that tells you what the audience feels in mass. Even though most people who watch videos don't comment. Most people who are seeing this stuff are just like, I don't really give a fuck. But they're audience captured, and they're so sensitive that
they're just the representative. Like, you'll get one negative comment and see people liking that comment. You must say, oh, everybody hates me. That's literally where I go. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine to the magnitude of people of their stature, right? But yeah, it's crazy.
They have no chance.
Hey man, that was a crazy abrupt ending. But W video, man. W video. Do you guys think that when someone doesn't share your views, you should cut them off, or still respect them and maybe even try to change their understanding? Which one do you think is right? Let me know in the comment section down below. While you're there, make sure to like the video and subscribe. Thank you for watching. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Love y'all. Peace.